A child in Texas just died of something that no one in the US has died from in the last decade. It's measles, and that death was entirely avoidable. Right now, in West Texas and New Mexico, there's a measles outbreak that has grown to more than 130 people. And the worry is that's not the end. Meanwhile, RFK Jr. just said this about the outbreak.
It's not unusual. We have measles outbreaks every year.
The reason we're all worried that this whole outbreak could get worse and in the future get worse a lot faster is that childhood vaccinations in the US have been softening. A lot fewer parents are opting in for routine childhood vaccines that protect us. Meanwhile, our new HHS Secretary, RFK, is known for his anti-vaccine views and soon will have the ability to undermine potentially uptake of vaccines and even access to them. The reason the media focuses on even just a few cases of measles is that this is a super scarily contagious virus. It can spread like wildfire through a community and meanwhile it can be very dangerous for kids. A high percentage of them are unvaccinated children end up in the hospital and some sadly will die, as we saw this week in Texas. The reason we focus so much on vaccination rates is that in order to maintain herd immunity, which is what allowed us to eliminate measles from the US in the year 2000, was we got vaccination rates at right around 95%. That's what protects all of us if there is a cluster of cases. The problem is that there are pockets in small counties in Texas and different parts of the country where those rates have dropped well below that 95% margin. In some parts of Texas, it's nearing 80%. That is very scary and really creates the opportunity for the measles to spread like wildfire and potentially even drift into communities and affect people who just aren't old enough to be vaccinated or immunocompromised, say someone who's on chemo, and they're suddenly vulnerable too. The worry is that these numbers and that the opportunity for measles and other preventable infectious diseases to spread could get much worse. RFK has spent years railing against the safety of the MMR vaccine and falsely connecting it to autism. Now he's in a position of power to do something about it. Any measles outbreak is very serious, but RFK's influence raises the stakes.